If you've been thinking about moving to Schaumburg, Illinois, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, so stay tuned. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having an incredible day. If you don't know, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area. So if you find this video helpful, if you need real estate services, but whether that's buying, selling, investing, or even renting, my information will be in the description below, along with this email right here. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions, concerns, comments, whatever you need. And if you enjoyed the content, if you enjoy this local information, please hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts and feedback, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We are talking about Schaumburg, Illinois. Now, to give you a little background, I have lived in Schaumburg for about 18 years and recently moved to Elk Grove Village. They're basically sister cities. They're right next to one another. So I know a pretty decent amount of information in regards to Schaumburg. I went to school there. I lived there for a long time, most of my childhood. And today, as a real estate agent, I'm going to bring you all the details you need to know on the sales side, the inventory side, how much is it going to cost you to actually purchase a home here, the school districts, along with things to do. And this is going to segue perfectly into the first category, which is things to do. Is there things to do in Schaumburg, Illinois? There's plenty. If you love to eat, there is a ton of restaurants. There's a Giordano's, a Rosati's, there's a Perry Steakhouse. You have all the, the basics like cheesecake, Uncle Julio's. You have Longhorn Steakhouse, not the biggest fan. Olive Garden, you have like those traditional restaurants, along with some other ones like Seasons 52. And, I could go on. Prime Italian. I'm going to stop right there because I will get hungry. Ultimately, I want to keep this video nice and short. So there is a lot of restaurants if you're into food. And if you like to shop, I got great news for you. One of the biggest malls in the world is located in Schaumburg, Illinois. And on top of that, we have all the other stores like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, I don't know, Nordstrom Rack. What are some other stores that people shop at? To be honest, I don't do much shopping. Everything is done online for me, so I don't really go to the stores. But that is about the gist of it. We have every store you could think of when it comes to shopping. Now let's talk a little bit about proximity to everything else. Now Schaumburg is very centrally located. You have access to both expressways, I-90 and 290. So there's two ways for you to get to downtown Chicago, and if there is no traffic, you can get from Schaumburg to downtown Chicago between 35 minutes and 45 minutes. Now that depends on how close you are to the highway. That's where the 10-minute difference comes in. If you're literally 2 minutes from the highway, you could just assume in about 35 minutes, you will be in the city, like downtown Chicago, and at the outskirts, obviously even less time if that's what you want. On top of that, in the Chicago suburbs, all the cities are basically attached to one another. There's no, you gotta drive 5 miles to get to the next city over. Everything is literally, you cross the street, now you're in Elk Grove Village. You cross the street, now you're in Hoffman Estates, right? So you are actually centrally located in that aspect as well, and basically you are 5 to 10 minutes away from all these other cities where you could do all these other things like medieval times, the racetrack in Arlington Heights. I could go on and on. So proximity is fantastic, close to train stations, close to every other city. Very easy to commute from anywhere you need to go. And before I get down to talking about the actual numbers, because that's where I feel like I'm going to lose most of you and bore you half to death, let's talk about school districts. Schaumburg is one of the best cities you could get into if having a good school district is something that's important for you. So if you got a family, if you got little kids going to elementary school, junior high school, or even high school, I got some great news for you. You're gonna love the schools. Here's how it's set up. There's two districts. District 54, which handles junior high school, elementary school, and preschool, and that's an A+ rating across all platforms. On Zillow, I believe it's a 10 out of 10, and then on other websites, it's an A+ rating when it comes to schools. And for high school, you have District 211, which has two high schools, Schaumburg High School, and you have James B. Conant. I personally went to James B. Conant, so Schaumburg, the Saxons, as they say, are the rival of ours. So we don't need to talk about it, but it's also a fantastic school. Both of them are A+ rated. You cannot go wrong. A lot of extracurricular activities, a lot of sports, real great teachers. I mean, I remember all my teachers from high school, and they were absolutely phenomenal. So you cannot go wrong with the schools. And the reason I love Schaumburg is because it is affordable. If you're coming from California and you expect to spend $500,000 on a house, great news. You don't have to, right? And if you're coming from, I don't know, Montana, and you're expecting to spend $500,000 on a house and you think that's a lot, great news for you. You don't need that kind of money to get into a good school district here in Schaumburg, Illinois. So another perfect segue over to the real estate side of things, which is where I can give you concrete numbers. And I actually have a cheat sheet right here, and I'm basically gonna run down all the figures that I have written down that I feel are more important to give you an idea of what's going on and how much things cost, what the entry price points are, and what the most expensive things sell for. Obviously, I'm a realtor, so I have to go through and look at and see the full picture of what the numbers are telling me, and that's what I'm going to express to you. So, Schaumburg, we have 55 active listings. That's not a lot. As you know, inventory is very low. Of those 55 listings, 21 of them are single-family homes, and the remaining 34 are condos and townhomes, with a median price point of $330,000. I did median versus average because if someone's asking $2 million, which there was somebody asking $2 million, it really skews the average. So I went with the median, and that is basically what you need, $330,000. That covers townhomes and single-family homes. Currently, the lowest priced property listed in Schaumburg, Illinois is $146,900. It is a 2-bed, 1-bath, and actually move-in condition, decent shape. It's not anything brand new, but you could definitely move into it and enjoy it for 3 to 5 years without feeling like it's completely out of date. The highest price listing is $2.295 million. I'm not going to give you the address because, in my opinion, I don't know who's going to spend over $2 million to live in Schaumburg when you could spend $2 million and there, I'll tell you some other cities you could live in and absolutely love it. Schaumburg is great, but if you gave me $2 million, I might be in a different location. So of the 55 listings, 51 of them are priced under $600,000. There are currently 120 properties under contract set to close in the next 30 to 60 days. And finally, sold homes. Now, to get a really good idea of what's going on in the market, I only looked at 2022 numbers, which means January 1st all the way to today are the only closings that I'm looking at to give you the most accurate reading of what's going on with the marketplace. And to tell you the date, it is April 21st, 2022 today. So I don't know when you watch this video. If you watch it 2 years from now, hopefully the market is still doing well and I'm still in real estate. There have been 319 sales, closings in Schaumburg, Illinois since the start of the year. 94 of those were single-family homes. 225 were condos and townhomes. The lowest priced property sold for $76,500. Now, that is a great point I want to take away here is people always complain about can't find a property, prices are too expensive. If you look, there's a lot of options out there. You just got to know where to look, and that's where you need a real estate agent that can help you out with that. So if your budget is tight, $76,000 was the lowest price sale, and anyone can afford $76,000. Now, it wasn't nothing special. It was a move-in ready studio in Schaumburg, Illinois. It was very close to Rolling Meadows, right off of Algonquin Road. The most expensive sale since the beginning of the year has been $990,000. The average sold price is $285,000, and the median sold price is $235,000. Now, that's skewed because it includes attached, which is basically townhomes and condos, and includes detached, which is single-family homes, right? So I have now divided it and separated into two to give you a better idea of exactly what costs what. So if you're looking for a single-family home, the average sold price was $409,000 and some change. The median sold price was $399,000 and some change. Switching over to townhome and condos, the average sold price was $232,000, with the median being $210,000. So yes, you can get a nice big house if you want. Yes, you can spend $500,000 if you want. However, you don't have to. There's a lot of properties on the market, very affordable, that you could get into, have a great location, a lot of things to do, a lot of restaurants, great schools, and enjoy your life. That's the best part about Schaumburg, Illinois. It's very fair and reasonable, if you ask me. Now, I am a little biased because I used to live there for the longest time. And that about does it. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the city, I'm going to do many more of these coming up, so please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or if you need real estate help, whether you're looking to buy a home in Schaumburg or anywhere in the Chicago suburbs, I'm here and I'm looking forward and excited to help you find the home you're looking for and help you sell if that's what you have in mind as well. So that's about it. If you need me, reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video.